Hi, everybody. My name is Kate Longley-Wood, and I'm a Marine Spatial Planning Science Manager at the Nature Conservancy. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about some of our new features that come with our new edition of Global Mangrove Watch 4.1, and that includes updates to some of our widgets and also some addition of new geographies. So the first thing that I wanted to point out is in GMW 4.0 and 4.1, we have two new countries and four new territories added to the drop-down menu. So the two new countries are Kuwait and Nauru, and the four new territories are St. Bartholomew, Northern Mariana Islands, Cocos Islands, and Chagos. So we can just go check one of those out just to see what's there. That's going to take us to this little island here. You can see that there's a little bit of mangrove patch up in the northeast side. And what is also really great about the new version of Global Mangrove Watch is that we have 41 total years of data for extents. And you can see here that down at this level of the extent widget, there's now an ability to look at data going all the way back to 1985. I'm actually going to zoom to a country that has a larger mangrove extent just so you can see this a little bit more clearly. But if we zoom to the Bahamas, for example, we can zoom into these areas of mangroves, and there's a new feature where if you press play here, we can actually animate mangrove extent change over time. So you can see that up in this area here, you can see mangroves changing over in here as well. And this goes all the way from 1985 to 1997. And again, you can see that that year is changing on the drop-down menu as well. So I'm just gonna pause that. One other thing I wanted to highlight about this new extent and change data is that you can look at change over time in the mangrove net change in a slightly different way. So again, with the new years added, you can go all the way back to 1985. You can select that here for the beginning baseline year, and then you can select your end year here. And one thing that I just wanted to highlight is that this allows you to see net gain and net loss by year. So you can look at the net gain and loss over time. And then if there's a year where there's loss, you'll see that at the bottom of the axis in red. And if there's a year where it's gain, you can see that in the green bar here. So it gives you the exact loss and gain numbers as well. You can also change your extent in a different way. So the first way, like I said before, is just by changing the numbers in the drop-down menu, but you can also use the slider bar here to adjust the beginning and end years to look at change. That'll change the chart here. So you can see I've selected 1998 as my baseline year and 2025 as my end year. I can slide on either end and it'll adjust that chart, and it will also adjust the metric and the bounding years here at the top. Finally, I just wanted to show a change to how we look at the alerts. So I'm just going to reset and go back to the world view here. We've changed our alerts widget very slightly to be able to look at alerts that are newer versus older. So here I've zoomed into Indonesia to see the alerts that we have set up here. And you can see that if I'm looking at all of the alerts altogether, I have about 116,000 disturbance alerts between January and 2019 and June of 2026. And that's really quite a few alerts. And so we wanted a way for people to be able to distinguish between alerts that are newer and alerts that are older. And so you can see that if anything is colored in this kind of bright purple, that's a newer alert. So that's just showing the months since the alert detection. So the newer alerts have been detected within the last 3 months, and then the color gradient follows time as you get into more orange and into then kind of this lighter yellow here. Those are the older alerts. And so if you are interested in just seeing alerts that are newer, then you're just going to try to find some of these purple areas. And then similar to the slider on the change widget, You can also adjust the number of alerts over time using this slider bar here. So if I was only interested in seeing the most recent alerts, I could just drag this box over to the right and just kind of get to the 2025 to 2026 area. You'll see it adjusts this chart here. It adjusts the number of alerts, and it also adjusts the options on these drop-down menus. So now you're just seeing the alerts between April and June from 2025 to 2026. And you can see that the color scheme adjusts as well. So this has more recent alerts, so you're going to see more of the purple on the slider bar there. That was just an update on some of our newer features associated with a longer time series and also newer geographies added. And if you want to see more tutorials, then check out the Global Mangrove Watch YouTube channel.